idle hands.
You're now listening to Cashin Up with BigWigLTD. Yeah. Big Wig.
All right, my dear. Thank you. That's all I got. That's all I got to say. Thank you. That's the interview.
Oh. Don't go. I have so many questions. Let me see that mug. Yeah, let me see that mug.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah, that's fire. That's the alligator right there. Let's go cooking. The alligator cooking on the mug. That's what's up. So, I mean, how's your morning? Should I just start it up? Let me just start it up real quick, how I start up every podcast, all right?
Of course.
What up? This the whale scale big wig, all about his business, you know what I'm saying? The fat cat, aka the Reno Ace. And you thought this was a podcast, but we're actually here to handle this book. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's great. It ain't shit, but it's great. And you need to send the alligator some motherfucking money because it's a good read. It's got some great gems up in there.
Thank you. Listen, I was just coming on here to talk rap, but if you giving me some free promo, baby.
Come on now.
Thank you.
About this bread.
Listen, this man is a gem because I know that book ain't shit. So the fact that if he read it and he's promoting it, he I don't know, maybe he want a percentage of what I'm trying to scam y'all to buy. But anyway, thank you, and thank you. That book is all over the fucking place and nobody gets a refund. So your $20 is mine forever.
Yeah, so let me just if I may, could I just read a chapter?
You do whatever you want. Whatever you want. As long as you're not a pedophile, you're free to do whatever, baby.
Let's go. I love that. Let me see here. I want to read my favorite one. I just really I mean, it's not my favorite one, but it's a great way to set it off.
Okay.
Chapter 1, sell that pussy. And, you know, now that I weeded out all the misogynists, I can write to my tribe freely. And I just really think that's a great way to set it off. It's really, you know, what I like about this book is your voice just shines through. You know, I don't know you very well, but I see your content and stuff like that. And I hear your voice the whole time I'm reading it.
Thank you. That was like the not to cut you off. That's the
no.
That was definitely the angle. Like I wanted to make sure because it's completely unorthodox. It's like no table of contents. There's nothing. The book is looks like a homeless person wrote it, right? And I'm fine with that, but I wanted to make sure that anybody, especially people that know me, right? People that don't know me is dope because they get a feel for who I am. But people specifically that know me, I wanted them to read that book and like, this bitch is fucking stupid. Who let her publish a fucking book? Like that was the aim of it. Because essentially the overall, I know you ain't asked me all of that, but see, I'm killing time with you right here, right?
Let's go. Yeah. Do your thing.
Because I used to box, right? So when I used to be in the locker room, I would always just be giving out random gems, like especially to like the younger girls, just like random shit. I'm talking about like the most absurd thing. Like I taught them how to show side boob correctly without being whorish, you know, just like things like that, like, you know, stylish tips and all of that. But then I said to myself, I was like, I'm always giving out advice, and I think other people deserve this advice. It's not real advice. It's just like, listen, I've never sold pussy, but I've absolutely experienced life like a hooker having a bad night. So I get it. I know how life is. I was like, let me just, you know, throw in my fucking gems in here. And, you know, that's it. Let me share with the world. So basically it was like shit that I've actually said, but explanations of it, right? And not every chapter has an explanation. I guess some of them were like fillers. Because, you know, you have to have like a minimum number of pages before they publish your shit. So but I'm glad you read it in my voice. That was the goal. I wanted to make sure that this book is me. It's like a cult classic.
It's really great. There's a lot of gems in there. And, you know, what I like about it, Ask the Alligator, just so y'all know, so y'all can see. It's on Amazon, right? Is it on Amazon?
Yeah, but I'm going to be real with you. I don't promote the Amazon because them motherfuckers take like 15%. Like if I sell it for 20, they taking $15 and giving me $5.
Oh, well, I know. I don't think I bought it through Amazon. I think I bought it through your link.
Thank you. Thank you.
But it's really great. What I like about it too is that it's like funny as fuck, serious, left field funny shit again, you know. And it's just highly entertaining. It's very digestible. It's a quick read, you know. It's like an hour or two of your time tops, you know, if you read. And it's just, it was one of my favorite things of 2023 that I purchased for sure.
So
I highly recommend.
I hope you're not just saying that because I'm on your podcast, but even if you are, it's cool. You feeding my ego today, so thank you.
No, I wouldn't have you on if I wasn't fucking with this book for sure. Like, I hit you up when I read it. I was
Nah,
like,
nah, nah,
yo.
no. I'm just
Mhm.
talking shit, baby. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Much
I
love,
actually,
much
I
love.
don't. Thank you. I don't know if you I mean, everybody is a different level of reading in terms of like, like I don't classify myself as a reader, but I do read. Um, but I like to read what I like, so I have to be
Mhm.
into it in order to read it versus, there's people that they'll read whatever. You just
Exactly.
hand them the words, they're reading. I'm like, it has to relate to me. And one of my favorite books I ever read, Striking Thoughts by Bruce Lee. And it's like
Ooh,
it's like a philosophy book. And I
yeah.
stole the template from him because it was basically like he would just put quotes and then he would explain his quotes. And I liked it because it was easy, it was digestible, like you said. So it's
Mhm.
not like you just I gotta read through this whole fucking page and this page and this page just to get the gems. It was like, look, here's a quote, here's the bulk of it, and that's that. Go about your business. Cause like if you I don't know, you're not from New York, right? You're from
I'm from
DC.
fucking I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Reno, Nevada.
Oh wow! Oh, that's where they went in Sister Act when she was running from the guys at the end and she went to go perform. See, look at that. I know your spot.
Yeah, so.
But when you want to train and shit, it's kind of like they have the old women reading the Bible. This is like the young horse Bible, right? So you just like I'm talking shit. I'm joking. But
No,
it's
you're not.
quick.
You're not.
Quick. It's quick. It's something like you could pull open, especially because there are chapters with gems in them. So like you could, it's like a morning, like you take it, you read it on the train, and you go off to wherever you go, and you're in a good fucking mood. You know what I mean? You got some gems. So I got homegirls that actually they keep that shit like a pocket Bible, and I'm like, wow, like you actually listen to the shit I say. Your life is gonna be fucked up, but thank you for your money. So
I mean, all jokes aside, there are some fucking gems in there. I really like the one about it's one of the gems that I've been trying to push was just like, work on that shit every day, even if it's for 10 minutes.
mhm.
Whatever it is you're trying to um, do that shit every day. It's better than trying to like block out 4 hours. And you teach their own as far as
Yeah,
work ethic or whatever. But for me, that's what worked for me is I got my shit elevated so much faster when I did it every single day, even if because I would make sure I did it for 15 minutes, but it'd always be like an hour, 2 or 3 or 4 or 8, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I'd get that 15 minutes in if I was busy type shit. It's doable.
Exactly. It's something you could stick to. You're not going to get discouraged. That's why I said it's like when you're trying to lose weight, right? You can't most people get discouraged because they're not seeing the immediate results. Like you want to see the scale drop, you want to see your abs and this. It's like, no, you have to show up consistently every fucking day or every other day, whatever your regimen is like. But
Mhm.
after a while, if you keep showing up, you'll start to see the results. That's why I said every small step builds a staircase. That's it. You're not gonna get to the top of the fucking flight in one fucking step. You got to go up multiple steps. Some people, yes, they have escalators. Some people have elevators. Some people start at the top of the step, and that's cool. But if that's not where you at, like you can't complain. Just deal with what you dealt with, and that's it. Or like you could just put it off and just discourage yourself. That's on you. But at the end of the day, you accountable for
Mhm.
your own stuff. That's really, I really be trying to throw esoteric gems in. Oh, okay. I like that. I was
Got my boy, my boy, he makes
no,
sure
I like
I'm
that.
looking
I
good.
like that
Yep.
friendship. It was very
Hmm.
intimate,
Hmm.
heterosexually intimate. I like that. Um no, he
Or
has
is
very
it? I'm fucking dead.
I don't know. His hands are very moisturized. What lotion do you use? I know that's an offbeat question. My shit is
What lotion is it? I'll be
Mineral oil.
mineral oil. He's using
Ooh,
mineral oil. He going hard. You know me.
okay.
I forgot that
Okay.
lotion. I was so nervous. I'm so
Oh, we
excited
on
to
the
be
same thing.
here.
My shit is all cut up, man. Um, yeah, I lost my train of thought, but
Oh
whatever.
well. Look. Thank you so
Wiggle.
much for doing this. I'm beyond honored to have you here and to just
Thank you.
like talk about our song. And before we proceed, shout out to Grayskull for letting me use their Zoom platform and shit to record. Jib me on
Oh,
the price.
shout out. What's up, Great Skull? What's up, Dragon, Pitchfork, and all y'all? Deshaun, Mon, and Q the pimp. I ain't forget that.
Cue the pin.
I know he was a pimp. He ain't gonna say that, but his name was like or something. I got it. I know.
Trying to get
Who
on
else?
that level with the media pimping.
Um,
Okay, so let's get into it though. Well, I was curious where you're from, and like what exactly, you know, what made you want to start rapping? Just to start, because I got so many questions about your skills, because they're amazing.
Well, thank you. Let me see. I think I started rapping. I was like 5, 6 years old. Just like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to hate the adults. They were mad fucking mean. So I used to just make up songs. It was just like a natural thing. It came natural. So I would naturally make up songs about my granny, my mom, my aunt. I'm talking about like, so like for real. I'd be in the room like a punishment, fucking bitch. Like, and my cousins used to love them. We used to like literally just be reciting all the songs I made up. And then from there, it was just like a natural thing. And I always love rap. I'm from New York, so it's the Mecca, right? So you can't get away from that. I remember when I was like, in kindergarten or first grade, I'm giving my age now. That's when Criss Cross came out. And I remember having the cassette. And every
we about
morning
the same age.
before school, I'm 38. I'm an old goose. Excuse me, I'm
Me
an
too.
autumn head. I'm autumn head, not a spring chicken. But I used to, every morning before school, I used to be listening to Criss Cross and like that shit, like, you know what I mean? And then everything is like New York. So it's like, after that was, I'm trying to think, even before Bad Boy, you had Wu-Tang. That was like, you had Mobb Deep, everything, Jay-Z, all of them, Nas, everything you could imagine was like, if you're not playing it in the house, somebody in your apartment playing it, somebody on the street playing the shit. So you go to school, they playing it. And I'm gonna be real with you. I was chosen. I ain't gonna sit here and downplay my own gift, because I know it's not a talent or a skill, it's a gift. Like, before I was born, the other side was like, we're gonna throw this gift in this bitch. She gotta go through a lot of life experience to be able to use this shit correctly, but we're gonna give, she's the one. Because I also come from a time that you couldn't say you rapped if you did not rap. There's no way you could be like, oh, I rap, and you ain't rap. And I don't mean like just rap. I mean, you had to rap. And I'm a female, so I really had to rap. And I don't come from the time where you could rap about dick and pussy. Now you had to rap kind of thing. And I rap. So that was it, so like when you knew who rap, like everybody knew who rap, right? Like now it's like anybody could just make a profile on the internet and apparently you a fucking rapper, right? I come from when you were in school, you knew everybody in your school, no matter what grade they were in. You knew who the rappers were, right? When you were outside, you knew who rapped on your block. You knew who rapped in your neighborhood. You knew who rapped in your area, kind of thing. So like, you couldn't just say like you did it and you ain't really got busy. So I come from that. I come from like that battle tested kind of,
I know
and
that.
I'm talking about like me, boys with me, because I used to rap better than them. So then, they start like, oh, word, but they couldn't hit me. So they start saying mean shit to me. I'm like, words. And I would, word? You want to play with words? And then forget it. That shit just made me even more of a bitch. I was like, fuck out of here. Let me emasculate you with these bars, you fucking dick. In a loving way, loving way. I'm very competitive, but in a loving way, healthy competition. Right. Like I don't want to take anything away from another person, but I know what's mine. And if you think you're gonna take what's mine, you're bugging. Not when it comes to rap, you bugging. you go suck Diddy's dick, as far as I'm concerned. Catch whatever. Not touching my shit.
Let's go.
But anyway, I'm very humble. I know that sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm really not. I'm just saying this. I know.
Oh, he just fell out the chair laughing.
Oh, mineral oil. That's mineral hands. Yo, I'm joking. I hope your friend could take jokes.
We fuck with you tough. We can take it. We're good.
Okay. Nah, because you know what? I gotta catch myself, because I forget. Not everybody could. Some people be real like insecure about their shit, so they put on that. So
no, I'm secure. I love it. I love it. Keep the jokes coming. I love it.
I appreciate. Thank you. I'm just trying to like just warn me if I'm getting too
and just a brief pause, if we could, for just a brief sponsor announcement. We got this book, Ask the Alligator. Make sure you check it out. You know what I'm saying? What is it on
This
Instagram?
was not paid for by a sponsor. What's up?
I'm gonna put the links and shit in the shit later. But okay, so look, your rhyme schemes are top tier. Like, I don't hear anyone hitting that many syllables and shit. I'm interested in, like, what was there a time, because I remember when I discovered multi-syllable rhyming, it was listening to Big L. I was walking home freshman year. I was like, I was writing a lot of raps in like 7th, 8th grade or whatever, walking home, and I'm like, holy shit. And it just like, I was kind of getting like over rapping and shit, but I heard him rhyming more than one word, and I was like, oh my God, what? I fucking tripped out. And I still to this day, it's like my favorite shit. So
Yeah.
was there a time where, because you be rhyming everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've peeped your catalog a little bit, and like it's consistent, you know what I'm saying? So, and you're not just on like some hibbity dibbity dominoes and the dominoes, dominoes, you know what I'm saying? You want some real ass shit. There's a message behind it. But I'm just curious about specifically on this question. When did you discover like multi-syllable rhyme schemes? Do you remember?
No, I really can't remember, but if I'm a pimp, it was probably sometime in high school, so maybe that's like early 2000s. So that would have been no, Big L already passed. I think he passed in like 97, 98, if I'm not mistaken. But like even I think Big L and Mace definitely had like a influence with that. Because I think because it was Big L, Mace, and Cameron used to rap like that too, like with Children of
Children of the Corn. Oh, that's my favorite shit of them. I love that. I just watched one with Murder Mace. I think Bloodshed was on there. Killer Cam and Big L, and it was this freestyle where they went. I forget where they were at, but it was just one of my favorite ones. They were just going in. I love that shit. Such good rhyming, you know.
I think, yeah, and if anything, I mean, don't quote me, but I feel like maybe we could credit them for like influencing that to an extent, because I think, because even like early 2000s, like Fab came on the scene, and Fab was rapping
Fab,
like,
Fab was rapping like that, definitely.
and I'm like, wait, like I don't know if you used to fuck with DJ Clue, like the old school Clue tapes from 2000s, yeah, Fab used to go crazy, yeah, yeah, yeah. So if anything, yeah, but I feel, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is why I say, like, I know I'm chosen for it, right? Like, I had a conversation the other night with someone, and I was talking about like a Drake, and not just Drake, but like that archetype, right? I get it, it's a business. I don't knock anybody making the money. I can't put money in your pocket, so I can't tell you how to make your shit.
Right.
But for one Drake, it takes a team of people to create that, right? Whether it's a writers, team of publicists, brands, everything, like people, you take it from different people's talents and skills, and you putting together this package, and then he's just at the forefront of the pack, like the president, right? The president don't do shit. It's everybody behind the president, but he's at the forefront. And I get it, but somebody like me, this is why I said I'm chosen. I come from the time where you possess all of that. I don't need another fucking person for anything. I possess it. And when I say I possess it, I could literally, this is how I'm getting on my esoteric shit. I could sit outside, right? In the sun. Literally, like on a summer day, on a warm day, I could just sit on my steps, sit in a park, sit in the sun. I swear on my fucking cunt. It's like download, download, download. Da, da, da. Like I feed off the energy, and they come. Like I'll write some shit, and then after that, I'm like, I know I ain't write that shit. Like I wrote it, but I know it wasn't from me. That was from a higher source, and I understand that. I get that, So and that's why I'm adamant about that. When I tell people, I'm like, yo, I'm a righteous woman. Leave me alone. As long as I'm righteous and I do what I'm supposed to do, especially with the music shit, they give me the gifts because it's spell casting. Right. At the end of the day, music is spell casting. Hip hop is the most influential genre of music across the fucking globe. I don't care what you listen to. I don't care what music you listen to, what you come from. Hip hop, even if you don't listen to rap or hip hop, you dress in a certain way, you speak in a certain way, your style, that's hip hop. You're emulating something powerful. Like it's power, right? And you go back to like Grandmaster Flash and like the elements of it. There was elements, and just like there's elements in the fucking world, right? You have air, fire, water, earth. Like it's all energetic shit. Like the Big Daddy Kane, all of them, they weren't talking to you about no light shit. Even though they were fun having a party, they look good and it's cool, but it was like, nah, but we got some shit to say. We have shit going on here. And the reason hip hop resonates with everybody is because the people, right? For just the people in general, just the term the people, no matter where you go, people are suffering, right? People are overworked, they're underpaid, they in struggle, and not by any fault of theirs. It's because it's a fucking global system that's the fucking system. That's the matrix, right? So people in Europe, you might have never seen a black person in your life, but you like this music because it resonates with something else. Now you're speaking to somebody's soul, their spirit. This is what I'm saying. So like it's a trance. You go anywhere, it don't matter where you go. Like think about like when you have a good time, when you dance, you're not even thinking about what's going on. Your body's it's just fucking moving. Your body's doing the work on its own. So now somebody could be saying anything and you're not even focusing on what they're saying. You just moving your body whole time they casting a fucking spell on you. So now you got to choose what kind of spells you want casted on you. So I could be a whoring whore and be like, oh, fuck these people. Let me get my money. I could rap about pussy. No, this is what they like. Let me rap about this. Or they want to shoot it. Let me rap, because I could do it. But morally, I just don't feel good doing it. And I can't, me personally, I can't speak for another person. I would never tell you how to do your shit. Yep. But I can't sleep at night knowing I put something out that a child that has no supervision at home, a child that goes like a latchkey kid. So you don't have anyone saying, okay, yeah, this music is saying this, but you know, that's entertainment. This is the reality. You got kids that don't know this is entertainment. So they soaking this shit up and they're emulating this because they think, oh, this is how adults behave. And they have no actual adults showing them that shit. So now like, it's like, it's a whole fucking universe of shit that I look on, you know, like the grand scheme of things when I'm like actually penning something. Because once upon a time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say and pretend I was always righteous. I was a fucking cunt. I mean, I sold drugs to go to college. Like that's why I could talk the hustle talk. But I'm saying, but like there was a point in time, if I was to move the way I'm moving now with the music, if I had the opportunity to do that when I was younger, I know I would not have been using it correctly. I wouldn't have been responsible because my end all goal would have probably just been make my money and that's it. You know what I mean? And I'm dope, I'm fly, I got rap music, but I wouldn't have thought about, yo, like you have the ability to actually go a different route and really like talk to people. You have the ability to talk to someone's soul and do it in a productive way. So now when I listen to other people rap, and I'm such a harsh critic, but not once I'm better than you. It's like, I want to know if you're doing something that I can't do. But when I hear you rapping, I'm like, oh, I could do that. I could do that. I could do that. I just don't want to do that, but I could do that. That's cool. That's cool. And then I feel even better because I'm like, I could do all of that. And I'm challenging myself to not even do that because that's easy for me. I'm challenging myself that anytime I write, even when I'm writing some hard shit, I want to make sure I'm throwing some kind of gem in there. If you didn't catch it, that's your business. But there's going to be somebody that this is open and they catching it and they're like, oh, I like that. Even if you don't like me as a human being, whatever message you were supposed to receive, I was just the vessel. You took the message and now you're going about your life. So that's how I look at it. So when I say I was chosen for this, it goes back to the time you had to be chosen to deliver a message because now you speaking to people. And then on top of that, outside of music, I'm a naturally influential person. That's why I wrote the book. People fucking listen to me. I don't go up to people and tell them shit. That I could be by myself smoking weed, just doing my own thing. I just have a warm energy that people they gravitate, all different types of people. And you know, I'm not a dick. I'm not sure you know. So because I know I'm naturally like people fucking listen to me, which means you're gonna listen to my rap since I was a kid. People always till this day, I could, oh my God, this is stupid. I always joke with my homeboy. I said, I think we started the transgender agenda, right? Because when I was in high school, that's when Wankster came out. And I'm about, this is so ridiculous. This is how stupid I am. I remixed that shit on some, what was the guy, Weird Al Yankovic, that used to do like all like the parodies and shit. And instead of Wankster, I called it Trankster. And I never forget the second verse was like, damn, homie. In high school, I was a man, homie. What happened to you? I got my penis beheaded by a fake paramedic. Now my pussy's spaghetti. Yeah, I'm glad that I said it. I used to be diabetic before I had to erect it. Couldn't even erect it. I just gave up and said that it. I look good. You heard I was a man. It's a fetish. I used to dress up in dresses. My dad thought it was a fun, some shit like that. Be easy. He bought me G.I. Joes to play with. I said, no, Dad. I got a pussy, but I used to have some gold hands. This nigga woman. He think I'm mad clean. The only thing is he don't know that I'm a drag queen. Stupid, right? Till this day, people that went to school with me, when they see me, they be like, yo, you know, like if they catch me and shit, like, yo, and they just start rapping that. So that's how I know, like I was always able to make shit that people remember. So now it's like a matter of being responsible. I said a whole bunch of nothing just to say I'm just trying to be responsible. That's
totally.
That.
I'm the same way. Like, and I noticed that too. It is like spell casting or almost like prophesizing in a way. I've had like rhymes that, you know, I penned when I was younger, and it didn't quite happen yet type shit, but then the shit really happened, and it wasn't like a good thing. So that's when I was more conscious of what am I saying in my raps, what's the message I'm putting out there, all that shit. And you know, I used to listen to like all kinds of like explicit shit, like, you know, just like, you know, fucking bitches, get money, whatever. But when I, you know, became a father to a daughter, I was like, I remember the moment I noticed I changed because I was listening to Fucking Problems. You know that song? Love bad bitches gotta. And like I heard the unedited version, like finally, because it was on the radio, and I heard the unedited version. I was like, I'm offended. I'm like, this is so raw, you know. And I was like,
the craziest shit too about records like that is that the actual rappers, like, they don't even share those perspectives about when you, like, a few of them do, sure, you can see it in their behavior, but generally speaking, most rappers, like, they really don't share that perspective. It's just a hustle for them, and it's entertaining, and that's why, like, and I get it, but I'm also a woman. I'm like, I can't condone that shit. Like, how I look trying to show young women to be righteous, and I'm out here listening to this shit. Now, on the flip side, I do know it's entertainment, and not just music, movies, everything, right? So like for me personally, when I decide I'm gonna consume something like that, I have to go into it consciously and knowing, okay, make sure my energy is good because I'm going I'm about to allow this into my universe to an extent, right? So I could enjoy it as entertainment because I know it's entertainment versus just mindlessly listen to it. Like I'm doing something and it's playing in the background. That shit is going right in here. You don't realize it, right? Because we just talking about the human body, like rhythm, sound, rhythm, the effects that has physiologically speaking, immense. You know, like when yogis and that's when they do the hum and all of that, the vibration that clears out the fucking chakras in your body. That's some real fucking shit. But people that, you know, powers that be know this, they understand this information because it is spellcast and it's esoteric, it's all energetic, it's all energy. They're not gonna tell you this shit. They doing this shit strategically. I don't knock it because it works every time. You try to give somebody some gems, they gonna call you conspiracy theorist, you cuckoo, you Or it's like, well, you're right, but what can I do? I can't change that. You could change your own fucking habits. You could change your own fucking habits. Every single human being took accountability for their own shit, we would be in a completely different fucking world. But most people don't want to do that. So it's like now they got to point the finger, this, and find a reason to just not do the fucking work. So that's another reason I be talking my shit because I'm like, I do the fucking work. Yeah, I have no fucking idea what kind of hell I've been through. You could probably get a feel of it if you listen to certain things I say. You could probably be like, oh, nah, I think she's been through some shit because there's no way she would know that or have that kind of wisdom without experiencing some shit. But I do the fucking work. I don't complain. I don't complain about a fucking thing, man. Look at my fucking setup. I don't know if you can see my fucking niece. She's like a fucking graffiti artist over here. All she does is write, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do?
I love it. I love that. That's the first thing I noticed when he came on. I was like, oh shit, that's what's
up.
Oh
no, I was trying to find a dope background, and I was like, I don't think it'd be perfect. I was gonna just be on my fucking bed. But then I was like, that might not be professional. You know, I was like, I don't know.
Low key, I was ready for some bonnet bars. You feel me?
I swear to you, literally at like 12:48, I snatched my bonnet off because I was like, I was gonna come on. I was like, he might be professional, so I don't want to like fuck it. Like if it was my homie that I knew, like if we do this again, believe me,
if we do this again, please be yourself. Bonnet. Be all the way yourself.
I mean, I'm still myself. Listen,
you are. Mm-hmm.
But I know you are. Bonnet, I'd be under my covers. You know what I mean? You probably see my cat sleeping on top. You know?
Let's go. I love that.
I know I'm long-winded, baby. I'm just
I love it. You're dropping so many gems. This is like my favorite episode I've done already. This is amazing.
It's probably like your only episode, but thank you.
This is the 7th or 8th episode?
I'm a joke.
It's one of the first. We still figuring it out. But this is great.
When you get the real superstars, you ain't gonna remember this shit. But thank you.
Nah, I'm telling you, your bars are crazy. Like you're on the list for me. Like just off the little bit I've heard, like no cap or whatever. I don't even talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no cap, bro. What's up, young kids?
It took me, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a couple years to even include that in my vocabulary because I'm so New York. So my thing is like, like dead ass, or I'm like, I'm dead ass. Like I don't the whole no cap thing. But then I think everybody in New York just started to slowly say it. And then I think it just creeps up in my fucking vocabulary. I was like, this is what 50 Cent was talking about when he said, New York niggas copy niggas like it's all good. You fucking around me walking in the wrong hood. I'm like, he was so fucking right, but no cap.
Fifth is fine.
That's my imaginary mentor. Like he's number one for me. Like I know you probably listen to influences, but just I'm from Queens too. So like that's God for us.
Right. No, 50 Cent, I read his book. His other book he came out with more recently has a lot of great stuff in there too. I listened to some of it. He's very smart. Like I look up to his business sense, his bullying. Oh my goodness, his bullying.
Because it's all marketing. It's genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's
genius.
His actual same thing. His actual personality, like outside of that, loving and warm and I get it because Floyd was the same way, Mayweather. Because a lot of people, that whole money Mayweather shit, that was antics. That was promo publicity. That was just marketing. Because I don't know if you follow boxing, but back when he used to be Pretty Boy Floyd, he was humble, quiet, just like I'm coming here. This is my office. I'm gonna come in here, go to work, and go home. When he beat Oscar De La Hoya, he was the cash cow then. So then it was kind of like, he used that because De La Hoya was like the golden boy. So Floyd basically had to be the villain for that fight. And when he saw the attention, the promo that came from him playing the villain, turned into Money Mayweather, and then the rest is history. And I respect it. It's all marketing. Because one thing I'm going to say about Floyd too, when that man goes to do like the club promotions and all of that shit, he's not drinking, he's not smoking. When that shit is done, he runs from the club, he runs home, he runs not home, he runs to the gym. And everybody be in the fucking limo, he runs to the gym, he goes and trains. When he's in the fucking, when he walks in the gym, all of that that you seeing, that's cameras. When the camera's off, just training like anybody else, like another fucking fighter. He's also dope because a lot of times when like in New York, when the professionals used to come and they used to like leading up to a fight back in the day, like Madison Square Garden or something, they would train at the local gyms for like that week leading up to the fight. And usually they rent out like the ring or whatever. Like, so like when you train in the gym, you know, oh, such and such is coming. You can't train over there because they rented out that section. Floyd used to let like the regular fighters in the gym, you could come in the ring, work out with him until he's getting ready to spar. But like when he's doing other shit, he didn't mind you working out with him. He wasn't like like, oh, nah, I got it. He was like, nah, you a fight, come here. Because he's still true to the fucking craft of boxing. So same thing, you know, when I look at somebody like 50, I get it. If you've ever been around him, it's like, nah, like all what you seeing, that's just that's promotion, that's marketing, that's genius. But when it comes to like rap and all of it, like I'm here, I'm for it. One thing about 50, I know we not really on him, but we on him. He used to drive around Queens every summer, just giving out money to kids. He like, wow. Because I remember one time I missed it because I was at the light and the light ain't changing. I was like, I could have got me some $20 from 50 Cent. But like he would drive around in a yellow Hummer all around through Queens, giving out money to kids. At the end of the summer, he would take the kids from I think it was South Jamaica houses to Six Flags. He would just like all the kids in the project. Nobody knows about this shit, just people in Queens. Right. Like, but he does shit like that. He doesn't want recognition. He just does it because it's like, nah, I'm from here and I come back. And he's in Queens all the time. He's always, I mean, maybe not now, because now he's, you know, he on fucking power and all of this shit. But back in the day, he was always in the neighborhood. Never too good to come around the neighborhood. So, you know, people don't, you know, understand that about him. But it's also, right, he ain't paying me to like defend him, so I ain't gonna say the shit. But, you know, this is just our conversation.
I love it. That's dope. That's dope. Game you just gave me about Fifth over there, you know, doing real shit. And you know, I think there's something to be said about, you know, doing shit, you know, where it's not publicizing shit. I think that shit's cool, man. And you know, you just do it for the hood. Or
just do it. Just fucking do it. Do it because you're a good fucking person. That's it.
Right.
Don't do it for anything else. Just do it because your spirit was moved to do that. Right. So fucking do it. It's plain and simple. It's like, you know, like you go into the store, you see a homeless person, like, cool. If you have some extra dollars, buy them a fucking banana. Buy some water. I don't fucking know what they eat. Just buy them something. You know what I mean, just versus you just walking around. I hope they get it. What's your fucking hope? Your hope ain't doing shit. It's like the people that go to church. I'm gonna pray for you. No, bitch, don't pray for me. Give me money. Give me money. Pray. I'm gonna pray.
Speaking of giving Aïda money.
We have now a message from the sponsor. This book was written by a cunt.
Michelle Obama read this book.
No, that's not Michelle. That's Michael Obama.
Oh, Michael. That's right. That's.
Oh, I know. Listen. I don't want to get your podcast flagged or anything, but like I'm that kind of anti-establishment, that kind of out the matrix. Like I could talk about the CGIs and the mask and all that. I'm on that type of time. These people, they all full of shit. That's a man. That's a whole fucking man. We got a lot of men walking around like women, but anyway. But Michael Obama did like my book.
Oh, that's a piece. Oh, that's fucking cool. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's like it's a coffee mug and a bump. I ran out of paper, so now I got to smoke like a poor person.
Man, I used to smoke all the time. Now I smoke, you know, every day or few, you know, every few days. I might smoke 2 days in a row on some wild shit nowadays, but I just, you know, I love smoking weed and shit. It's just not like a priority for me at this point, at this juncture, you know.
Listen, I already told my boy Mike I'm about to go on a weed hiatus and just chill because I go through moments where I smoke all the time. And I have moments where I just don't smoke at all. So
yep, exactly.
This is when I can control my habit, but anyway.
Exactly. Yes. It's good to get like clear-headed every once in a while too, you know, instead of being, you know, always high all the time. Like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
When you learn how to get the natural high, weed is just a nice icing on the cake. That's all.
Right. Like I was watching. They had these old movies from when I was a kid. Naked Gun 33 and a third of this shit was wild. This shit was hilarious.
That last one. That's the one that Anna Nicole Smith was in that one, I think, right?
Yeah. She was.
Now Leslie Nielsen was the homie, man.
He's hilarious. And just the way the shit's written is fucking comedy. Like I can't even think of a good one, but I was just dying the whole time. I was like, bro, what? What? OJ Simpson in that shit?
I was gonna say OJ was in that too.
Oh
OJ was
man.
in a few movies though back in the day. Actually,
Mhm.
like some like parody. There was another one I caught him in. I think Leslie Nielsen might have been in it too, but it was like a
He was in all the Naked Guns for sure.
yeah. It was like
And
a
then I know which one you're talking about. I forget what it's called though. I just seen like the cover because it was like, you go down and it's like OJ Simpson's in other movies and they had Leslie Nielsen on the cover. Okay, well hold up. Because I really want to, maybe ask you some about your our song, it's called Scales, it's the alligator, it's the whale,
ask me how much I weigh. I don't know. I fluctuate between 117 pounds to 130 pounds. If you catch me during my fluffy season, listen, man, don't play with me because once I shed that shit, you're gonna be on my dick. So, be respectful when I'm fluffy. Now, what's up? I was just killing time. I was trying to make sure I find my lyrics for this record because I feel like you're gonna ask for some
I mean,
stuff.
I could pull them up too. I got them. You feel me? I could pull them up for you. You want me to do that? I can just do that.
I got them up here, so it's whatever. But
okay.
First of all, this was a dope record. When you sent that beat, I was like, yep. Like sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you, and this is no offense to anybody that sends me anything, but sometimes, people send me stuff and I've already committed. I've already said, yes, I'm going to do it. And then when I get it, I hear it and I'm like, it's like school. I got to like force myself to do the paper, right? I got to force myself to write. And I mean, I do it but I'm just like, beat, it's going to take me some time because I'm not a fan of the beat. But like I said, I already agreed and I got to keep my word kind of thing.
Gotta keep your word.
When I heard the beat, this was one of those, but then on the, sometimes people send beats and I'm like, yep. And that's it. And then like, I might not write to it right away, but the second I write is just straight through kind of thing. Like it writes itself, so to speak. And this was one of those, when I heard it, with the second I started writing, I was like, yep, that's that.
So let me tell you something real quick. We were looking through my beats and, shout out Idle Hands, Mighty B, that's my producer. I was doing my hetero life mate here, Al B. Mineral Hands, whatever the fuck. It's my dog right here. But we were going through, and so I was like, when that one came on, I'm like, yo, and I just started doing like your shit. I'm like, and it just went perfectly with it. And I'm like, oh yeah, she can fuck with this. Let's send it to her. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, and I'm always like, let me know if you fuck with it. Like when I do try to get a collaboration with people, I'm like, yo, let me know if you fuck with it, because I'm not trying to, because I've been there too, where I'm like, fuck, now it's like I gotta work. And, I mean, I like the work and shit, but like I like when I can just channel it and it just comes effortless. You know what I mean?
That not to cut you off, like that is because I'm I'm smoking, so I want to catch while I remember it. But that's how I outline. Like that's how I know a song is like I'm gonna fuck with it. Is like when I hear the beat and the flow just naturally comes, and then afterwards, then the words come. So like that was one of those beats. When I heard it, I was like, and then that was that. So anyway, kudos to y'all on that beat. That was a dope beat, and peace to your producer, DJ. No, excuse me, Idle Hands.
That
was you ever seen that movie? It was like an old school
Idle Hands. Yeah, that's actually where he got his tag from. He stole it off the preview or something. It's all Idle Hands. If you listen to the beat, when the song drops or whatever, that's usually how I set off the songs that he produces. It'll be like Idle Hands, and it's like it starts and it's like Idle Hands like right away.
Got you. That was one of my favorite movies. I ain't gonna lie. That was like, it was so stupid.
I need to run it back. Yeah, I need to run it back. I was
high and he smoked. He went to get the weed. He had weed, so he smoked oregano or some shit, and then he got cut off.
Let me tell you something. That movie's why me and my homeboy
tried smoking oregano.
Ever smoked weed?
I definitely tried that.
Hold up, we rolled up a fucking newspaper, like. And we fucking put oregano and nutmeg, and we like taped that bitch up. I think that's what was in the movie. I swear to God, it was like oregano, nutmeg. We were like really, and that shit hurt.
Oh my God.
I don't think we did like one or two. Yeah, let's do two. Let's do one more. That shit sucks, right? Let's do another one with this tape on the shit.
Oh my God.
Fucking dumbasses.
I feel like anybody that smoked when they were younger has some kind of stupid story like that. But that, oh man, newspapers, the fuck, that's desperation, right? That's the shit. Bible paper was dope.
Right.
I know, and I learned about that. This rap is look at us how rap ties and everything. I got that shit off of a Big Pun song. Big Pun was he was raised roll weed and Bible paper, and it always I was like, that sounds blasphemous. I want to try that. And then one day when I didn't have papers, I was like, well, I have a Bible, so I got a lot of paper. It wasn't bad, but it just goes to show you that like how when kids listen to rap, some shit sticks. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking try it. And it's not just rap, right? You could watch a movie and something's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking try that. Or you watch a television show, whatever. Like I said, it's you watching adults, right? Because you're a kid, so you're learning from, or you should be learning from the adults. So whether the adults are doing something bad or good, it don't really matter. You just learning what they're fucking doing. You're emulating that. But I mean, but listen, sleep in peace, Big Pun, and you know, Bible papers. I ain't gonna knock if you know, maybe that's why I'm righteous, man. I smoke the right verses. Psalm such that.
Let's go. That's awesome. Yeah, I also remember you know, I don't want to get too much into the conspiracy theory side of it, but you know, to go with that,
let's go.
I know you probably would. You actually let's go. All right, so look,
go for it.
So before I get into the other part, the part I want to say was in the source they had the recipe for fucking scissor. They're like cough syrup and fucking. So me and my homie and you know, we like made our own shitty, a whole bottle of Tussin or whatever in some fucking soda, and it was the worst tasting shit I've ever fucking tasted. And we were like, you know, 16, 15, 14 or whatever, and you know, it was like sipping on some scissor was cracking. They're like, and this is how you make it in the Source magazine. And we're like, you know, so that makes me think of, you know, how, you know, I've heard the conspiracy theory. I haven't super looked into it, but it seems, you know, seems legit in a way. It's kind of like what Ye said. DEA teamed up with the CCA, trying to lock people up. They're trying to make new slaves. You know, so that the main the way you say it is like, you know, the people that own the prisons own the record labels, and they created, you know, gangster rap because rap was initially, you know, it is about the struggle. It is about, you know, real shit going on that they don't put on the news and shit like that.
Not killing your own. It was never about your own.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It was more knowledge. It was, you know what it is. So it was just
all people, not to cut you off, because people, you can't rule out. White people were down with hip hop the same way back in the 70s. They were down with soul and that. Like righteous people are righteous people, and hip hop was really about unifying like the people. But it was more so, yo, this is what's going on here. But you know, like they said, fight the power, and the power also oppresses white people. Whether or not they want to acknowledge it, that's a whole other story. But they're the pawns. They're the biggest pawns because they're the ones they think they're superior, that they have some kind of imaginary power that they don't fucking have. You're not in these bloodlines, so you don't possess. These people look at you like expendable, like everybody else, you know. And white women learned that the most when Trump got in office. White women like, oh, see that? Oh, I was like, wow. Like it took that for you to realize, because the rest of us were looking at you like, why are you racist when you're still a woman? Like them men are still sexist to you, but you over here being racist, you fucking idiot. Now you feel stupid. Now you want to come back. Oh, like women, no, bitch, you go over there. You over there. Come over here. But it's, you know, same shit, man.
Yeah. So and like I remember, you know, they were trying to like shut down rap even, you know, when I was like a kid. I didn't remember it then, but I've done the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? I've went back, and that shit's super interesting to me. You know, I don't know why this popped in my head, but Al Sharpton's a rat and shit. Fucking there's just like a lot of shit. A lot of these conspiracy theories are like conspiracy fact now, you know. I got a lot of Wells Fargo's shut down over here on my side. I'm like, yo, 2 Wells Fargo's. I'm like, yo, they going out of business? They just taking the money and running, or, you know, everything gets consolidated and all that shit. But you know, okay, here nor there, because we could talk about that shit forever.
But I mean, but what you were saying with the hip hop, when you reference Kanye, It
Yeah.
ties into, you know, the same, everything we were talking about in the past too, because prison is free labor. That's what
That's
it's
slavery.
free labor, right? So once now goes into conditioning, school to prison pipeline, right? A lot of children are latchkey children. They could have two parents in the home, but because of the fucking rat race, both parents are now working, trying to make ends meet. So now when that child comes home, there's no one there. So where is that child, you know, picking up the information from? So it's going to be the television, the radio, outside. Even if y'all could be the best fucking parents, right? And your child could like really be a good kid and listen to you and no, I'm not gonna watch that or listen to that because my parents said, okay, cool. When your child goes outside or goes to school, they're gonna be around children that are not like that. And those children are gonna, you know, and then depending on the kid, now if the kid doesn't have whatever, kids are kids. So even if you have parents like that showing you the right way, you're still a kid, you still learn your way, kids make mistakes. That's just life, right? It just means that when you make mistakes, if you have real good parents, they're going to teach you, you know, they'll correct that behavior. If you don't have good parents, then that mistake becomes a fucking habit and that goes into your adulthood. That's a characteristic now, right? So now you factor that, you get older, you know, people, you know, children, they go through the trauma, you don't get over it because you don't have parents or a healthy support system. Now you walking around with that at a subconscious level. So now the mind is just being conditioned in such a way that it's lack mindset, right? And now you lowering your vibrations. And now on physiologically metaphysical shit, the unseen realm, right? Because that's still energy. You can't see it, but things are now latching onto you. We're making you you're more susceptible to certain things. You're more susceptible to giving into your demons, giving into like your impulses, right? And behaving like that. So now you can't, whether I don't want to call something a sin because it's not limited to religion. It's just negative behavior, right? It's just every action has a consequence. So certain behaviors have negative consequences, but now you're more willing to partake in that shit. And it's all this is. So now, bang, you get bad, you go to jail, you in and out the system if you don't have, once again, because technically what was jail, right? That was supposed to be rehabilitation, right? So that you could get back into, you know, the popularity, you know, society and be with the populace and be all, you know, law abiding. They don't rehabilitate you. They just make you a hardened criminal. You go there and that's not to say that everybody comes out hard because you have demographic that comes out and they have changed, but that was willpower. They had to make that decision to fucking change. It wasn't that fucking system inside there that helped them change, right? Because that system is not built to rehabilitate them. So, and I'm saying all of that because hip hop plays into it. So now, once again, when you in prison, it's free labor. All of these companies have like their job opportunities in the prisons. So you making sneakers, you making clothing, you making all, it's free. So now you don't even have to go across the seas and pay the fucking Asians or the little Latin people, right? You know, pennies now. Pennies, I don't even have to pay pennies. I just get people in, that's it. That's it. Yep. Free labor. Free labor. And now you coming at, that's life. That's crazy. And so, no.
I just seen a report on that, how there's so many of these brands that are connected to big brands like McDonald's, Nike, all that shit that are connected to the prison workforce, you know, and it's fucked up. Like these people earn like pennies a day, you know, for doing, you know, what you were just talking about. Exactly. You know,
older profit. And then it's recycled now, right? Because now you, like I said, I don't knock what they're doing because it works. If it's not broken, don't fix it. They use the same playbook all the fucking time. And at the end, the root of it is divide and conquer. Because all of what we're having right now, this conversation, this is not a conspiracy. This is true. We're talking about psychology and sociology. This is all social sciences, and it's reflected in what we see in society, right? Over the course of the last few decades. So it's not like we're not making this up. But most people, they're not trying to hear that. If you really try to have this conversation, even in a respectful manner, they don't want to, even if they don't agree. My thing is this, right? Because I'm gonna say this. I got a homegirl, like she was like so pro COVID. She knows she ain't believe this shit, but she just want to be under my skin. But she was like, yeah, we're gonna get. She had a vaccine card. She was proud of this shit. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, and she knows where I stand on this. But I still, I love her. So even though when she was, you know, being like, you know, bamboozled by that cult, I was like, I love her, that's my friend. Like we could argue and I could tell her about herself while still loving her, still being respectful. Even we talking shit, like I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm still gonna treat you with dignity and civility, no matter where our opinions are. Most people can't do that. If you have a disagreeing opinion, right, forget it. It's like you don't, I'm not telling you to agree with me. I'm just explaining to you why and where I stand on this matter. The same, because I know where you stand on it. I'm just conditioning. This is the system. This is the only system you know. You've never took it upon yourself to think for yourself or even entertain the idea that something else could be at play. I used to say this, right? With people with the Bible, if you believe man is a God is a man, right? I say you believe God is a man because the Bible is he, and this is what you were taught. Now, if you went and you did your own due diligence and research and you came back and you was like, okay, well, yes, initially I believe God was a man because I was raised on this, but I also did my own research and I still think God is a man. I'm gonna respect that because you thought for yourself. You went and did your own fucking research and you came to that decision on your own. Nobody planted that shit in your fucking brain. And I could be like, I still disagree with you, but I respect your opinion or your thought process on that. I can do that. Most people can't do that. That's another reason I'm like, I know I'm not for everybody because I'm gonna tell you some shit, but I ain't gonna say it on some. I'm like, yo, well, oh, you voting Democrat? Oh, so you met Donald Trump because
real quick. Why you smoking with them Democrats? They're just as bad as Republicans.
The Republicans. Remember that. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the two wings of the same bird. So I'm like, so you could talk about Donald Trump all you want. I'm not advocating for him as a human being. I don't know him personally. I don't know anything, but I know that my paycheck was absolutely better when this man was in office. He could be just as racist as that next person, but guess what? Under him, I'm gonna have more money. Under him, I'm gonna have more freedom, and I could do certain things. So I don't have to be around those kind of people. I say this: we benefited from him not because he wanted us to benefit. I highly doubt he gave a fuck about us, but he had to. They were fucking up his money, and he had to. The only way for him to like get to what he was doing was he got to give us the cheat codes. He was like, "Look, well, they doing so this is what it is, right?" Because they doing the same thing the man is doing, but because they have the money and the team to cover it up and they vilified him, we looking at him as the enemy, they're doing the same thing. So he was kind of like, oh, where you gonna make it seem like only I'm doing it? This is what we doing. If you were smart enough, you took that information, you're like, oh, okay. And that's that. Because we benefited indirectly. So, we're not benefiting and I'm not saying go vote for him. Like I said, I'm not advocating for him. I'm just being practical about if I'm comparing my check under 8 years of Obama versus the 4 years of Trump. I'm from New York. When Trump was in office, nothing fucking changed. Nothing happened. There wasn't like racist people out in the street doing, nobody gives a fuck. Like, none of you probably really experienced that shit, but that's also not my business. At the end of the day, logic, man, take your fucking emotion out the situation. Because ideally speaking, I would say this: don't vote at all. Fuck the system. They need us. Vote independent. But then I know you're not willing to do that either. You're gonna be like, no, if the less of the evil, something like you don't want to fucking win. So you know what? Fuck you. No matter who's in office, I'm gonna figure out how to get my money. Sponsored by Ask.
Speaking of, make sure you buy this book. It ain't shit, but it's great. It's awesome. Ask the alligator.
It's not mud butt shit. But my bad. I said all of that to say, like, I could have a different opinion. It's like we could still be respectful, So, and it's a lot of that shit is why we don't. They can divide and conquer because they know most people are not willing to listen to the other person. So at the top, they're like, oh, look at these, and we still. So me personally, and I was like, I love COVID. I was like, oh, COVID came. I know exactly where to place every single one of you. I ain't gonna talk about you. I ain't gonna hate on you. I ain't gonna knock you. Do what you do. I just know I don't live like that, but you live like that. Cool. And I'm gonna stay away from you and do my own thing. That's really how I rock. So with that being said, anybody watching this, you can still buy my book because money is money. Money is money. I take everybody's money. Just don't be a pedophile. That's it.
Michael Obama, by the way, Michael Obama has a quote.
Michael Obama has endorsed it.
It's a great book once again, but it ain't shit though,
It's not. Thank you. That's the picture, right?
I love the way you sell the book. Like, I had to panhandle my book. I love that shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't lie to the people. That's the one thing about me. I'm gonna try to get some money, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not scamming you. Even when I sell weed, right? Like if I know my weed is like not the best, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not, and I'm gonna make that shit reasonable. I ain't gonna price my shit at like 50, 60 when I know my shit is trash. I'm like, no, this is working man weed. I'm honest. I'm always honest.
His budget. Yeah. I fuck with you off just I already know you really real with it just because I can just tell from the way you carry yourself and listening to your bars, you know what I'm saying? So okay, let's get back to these bars, Aïda. Like if we may, because they're so fire. If you still have some time for today.
Okay. And pardon me, Mineral Hands, about that mix up the other day. I don't know if you heard me.
Yeah, he hears you.
Oh, okay.
Which one
I'm
are we
saying.
talking about? When we
Right?
missed you?
'Cause, yeah, when we're supposed to do it, and then I think
No,
you may have had.
that was me. You're talking to me. That's Mineral Hands is my homie Al backwards.
No, I mean, yeah, I thought didn't he when he got there, wasn't that when we figured out that
Oh,
we had
how nice of you to apologize to him. I'm like, no, give me the apology. No, he's, I still bought him breakfast.
Oh, that's
But
good.
this is way better. It gave me a few more days to prepare. I was, I've been busy as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's good, man. That's good.
So
Well,
this
you have
actually,
a
I think it's
child,
like,
so I would presume that you would be busy, man. You strike me as a dad, like a girl's dad. You look like like masculine.
I got two of mine and so many stepchildren. Like we got what, four? Some shit, yeah.
That's
So
good. That's a nice little
I
litter
got
you got.
I got my 13-year-old firstborn. She's just like pride and joy. Got my son. He's 8 now. And
Okay.
he's autistic. We're like, figuring all that stuff out. Baby mama's she's going hard on getting services and stuff, and just like getting services is hard because we got Medicaid. We ain't gonna pay all that for. They want like $1,500 a month for some fucking insurance. Like, look, we only get this Medicaid, so at least we got something in case shit, But neither here nor there.
No, you sound no, but listen, you sound like a loving source, like an energetic source. So that's good. No matter what, that's what they need at the end of the day. That's what we all need. That's what everybody's just looking for is that feeling, that physiologically, that dopamine hit, But love is the best high. And when you have that self-love, it's different. If you have a parent that sounds like you, it sounds like your kids, no matter what, no, they're gonna love themselves, and that's that.
I hope so. I feel like, my 13-year-old, she ain't hearing me.
Listen, well, because she's at that age, man. Do you watch?
I know.
Are you a South Park fan?
Oh, of course.
That all teenage girls are like Shelly. You remember what's his name?
Stan?
Yeah, that's just internally. It's it's the hormones. They trying to you are young boys. I'm sure you deal with hormones differently, but girls, it's like your shit is because you're getting periods now too, and you don't know like your body is everything. It really affects your fucking mood, man.
Oh,
and decision making is is different.
I know that. they all just they're like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Oh man,
it gets hard out here.
I could imagine.
But all right, look, so
yeah, big shit. I got you.
I'll fuck with you tough. Let's go. Let's just go. Like
so you playing the record? Like how does this go?
Hold on. I just wanted to break the bars down. So look, the song is called Scales. It's by BigWigLTD and Aïda, like the opera. Right?
Aïda. Yes. If you have culture, then you would have probably seen it if you're from New York. Elton John did one. I saw it with Toni Braxton, and I saw it with the other black lady. I can't remember her name, but she could sing. Deborah Cox. Excuse me.
Oh, nice.
She's Canadian, so she doesn't count, but she's black, so
I'm familiar a little bit. Yeah. So let's set it off. God is natural law, and I don't break it. Let me let you say it though. Do those first first four maybe. Yeah.
God is natural law, and I don't break it. So if I got one shot more, that's an offering. I'ma take it. If the big guns gotta be drawn out, I'm tracing. If the pigs come, I'ma treat pork foul and waste them. I feel like, if you're intelligent, all of my stuff is self-explanatory. But for those of you that like the double entendres and all of that extra shit, God is natural law. Yes, because God is nature, cosmic law, universal law. That is God. It's energy. All the people at the the religious elites across the board, they all know this. They just they're not sharing this shit with you, but it's all energy anyway. And I don't break that. So I follow natural law. I don't follow man's law. That's basically what I mean. I don't follow the law all the time because it's not always morally right. Anyway, if I got one shot more, that's an offering. I'm gonna take it. Meaning, I'm my last dime, and I only have one shot. that's an offering. They offering me a shot. You know, they saying, we're offering you this. Of course I have to take it. However, that offer might come with some shit I might not like, but I gotta take it, you know? We'll see. If the big guns gotta be drawn out, I'm tracing. I might have to bring the guns out. I don't want to do that, but I have to take the offer. And if I have to draw them out, I'm tracing it, you know? Because I can't draw. There we go. If the pigs come, I'm gonna treat pork foul and waste it, you know, because law enforcement, we call them oink oinks, right? 12. Yep. I don't eat pork, you know, so you could cook it, but I'm throwing it away. I'm gonna waste it. You see that?
Love it.
There we go.
Love it.
All right, let's see. Demons in the human form don't scare me. I know psychotic and twisted, and they both fear me. I go iconic like villains. Let a hoe dare me. It's so ironic. I kill them, then I grow carefree. All of that is self-explanatory. Like I said, I listen. I know darkness, all right, and I experienced that from a child in my childhood. So that shit doesn't scare me. I'm not, and when I say I'm not fearful, it doesn't mean I'm stupid. I'm not, you know, consciously walking into danger, but I'm not afraid of anyone. And no spirit could ever spook me from what I'm supposed to have. Just remember that. I go iconic like villains. Let a hoe dare me, you know. Cruella, she's an iconic villain. Maleficent, iconic. Floyd Mayweather, 50 Cent. They're all iconic, but they're the villain, right? Look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
It's so ironic. I kill them, then I grow carefree. Yes, you're dead, and I can still grow. Here we go. This is all music, guys. Music. Remember, I love it. Spellcasting. But real quick, I had a conversation with my boy the other day, and I was saying, I was even talking about like with being conscious when I'm rapping. I said, I also, when I write certain things, sometimes like when I know I'm gonna write some crazy shit, I have a conversation that I'm like, look, like I use this shit consciously, but it's rap. Like, so I gotta do, I'll get busy. I'm coming to fucking kill you. I would never do that in real life, but I'm coming on here like a fucking psychopath. So when I say some shit, no, like I'm not saying it like I don't mean this, but I have to. I can't, you know, it's war. That's it. Like I'm a Libra woman, so it's one or the other with me. Either I'm the most loving, exactly, the most loving human being you will ever meet in your life, or I'm wicked. And my wicked is a different kind of wicked. Don't worry about why. Just, I'm wicked. Anyway, there we go. Here we go. I ain't jumping on waves if I ain't stardom. I'm going to surf regardless. I ain't running no game, but my shit harder. I'm going to hurt their progress. If I didn't start the wave, I'm not jumping on it. I don't surf. But I will surf if it's my own wave, you know? I ain't running no game, but my shit harder. I'm going to hurt their progress. Self-explanatory. I'm not scamming you when I say my shit is harder. And whatever you're doing, your marketing, your promo, it does not matter because I'm always going to bypass you without having to do that sucker shit. Anyway, I didn't mean that in a hurtful way. It's just very truthful. I ain't stressing about no dough. Get it back when I go broke. No, get it back when I circulate too much. Only thing broke is the source code. When I don't have money, I'm not stressing. Excuse me, I'm still a happy person. I would be the happiest homeless person you would ever meet because I'd find a reason to be fucking happy. I don't care. I'm alive. I'm beautiful. I'm funny. I'm smart. Yeah, fuck you, huh? And I'm gonna work for my money. I would be a working homeless person, just so you know. I'm gonna tell you jokes and shit. Get it back when I go broke. No. Get it back when I circulate too much because we are never broke. I am spiritually rich. I am abundant. We are not broke. And you also are not supposed to say that you're broke because then you're fucking your money up because all the universe is hearing is broke. Oh, broke. So I can't come to you. Money can't come to you. This is actually a law of manifestation. I'm giving out some free gems that these rich white men are charging you for. So buy my book, Ask the Alligator. Anyway, and this is why I say I don't spend money either. You know, I circulate it. Because when you spend it, it's not coming back. When you circulate it, it's energy, right? Energetic exchange, which means it's going to come back to me in some way, shape, or form. You know, that's that. Look at that.
Amazing.
Spiritual gems. Thank you, my dear. Only thing broke is the source code. Yeah, we're trying to break these fucking cheat codes like Donald Trump. Here we go. I really do be spazzing, assault with a passion. I'm so codependent, a hopeless romantic. I coast when they frantic. I'm so full of antics, like blow through the nose. I'm coke. That's semantics. I really do spaz on these beats. Assault with a passion, meaning, you know, because I'm codependent. If you break my heart, I might have to assault you because I love you. I'm clingy. Don't play with me, you know? I coast when I'm, when they're frantic. It's like when I was, when I don't have money and everybody else is saying, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm chilling, the shit gonna come back to me at some point, I'm fucking chilling, guys, When you speed demons, no offense to your gender, but you men, you're like fucking risk takers. And I'm like, oh, you want to go that bad, sir? Go. I'm not arguing with you. But you men, you guys getting your ego and then they're like, I'm gonna go. And the women, the rest of us, unless you're like one, a dyke, but the feminine women, we just in the back, like, let these men kill themselves, baby. I'm pretty. I want to fuck my Uber up because I'm in an Uber. My Uber driver better not dare compete with another fucking egotistical man when I'm in there. I'm precious cargo. Anyway, like blow through the nose. I'm Coke. That's semantics. I don't know. Blow your nose, like blow through your nose. You got to blow through your nose when you put the blow through your nose.
Oh, let's go.
And let's go, baby. Because Ukuma is my favorite character. So I usually just use his for sound effects. You might hear that in other songs. You can also purchase the Gator sound effects pack once I make it. Just know that's coming. I'll severance you from life. Fuck a job notice. Invest in you, then snipe like hip hop insurance. Might reference you in spite, but won't comment on it. You my preference, you my type. That's a shot informant. Here we go. I'll severance you from life, right? When you're getting fired from a job, they're required by law to give you a job notice. I'm going to fire you from life. I'm not even going to warn you. Figuratively speaking, guys. Remember, this is all figurative. Right? Invest in you, then snipe like hip hop insurance. That's why these rappers are dying, because the labels at the top have taken out insurance on their lives and they're just, collecting, they're cashing in. This is all a setup. Sidebar, apparently Walmart takes out insurance on all of its employees. So, I don't know. And a lot of old people work at Walmart. COVID was also a hit on old people. That was a factor of it. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that Walmart collected, but, that money has to be collected some way, somehow. Who was collecting the money? Just like the Social Security from all those old people that died on them fucking them beds, right? Who was collecting that money? Anyway. Might reference you in spite, but won't comment on it. Yes, I'm a woman. I might be passive aggressive and I'm going to say some shit and I'm gonna go on about my fucking day. Fuck you. I'm going to have a conversation with you. You're my preference. You're my type. That's a shot informant, because we don't like informer. Now, right? But pardon me, because I don't mean that. That's it's my attitude. I like camaraderie, so I'll start the beef and then add the fuel. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I want to be your homie. I like camaraderie, right? So I'm gonna start beef and then add fuel. I'm making the beef and the fuel homies, So you guys, once again, you egotistical people are just going to kill each other. And I'm just going to be in the back like, oh, let me take your money when you're dead. Thank you. All right, let's see.
Figuratively speaking.
Yeah, figuratively speaking. I don't know. That one I might be facetious about. We'll see. I ain't just hard to please. I'm hard to read. Closed captions skewed. These ain't just robberies. Them bodies bleed. Don't act no fool. And that's it. I'm hard to please. Because I'm a woman, and any woman that says she is not hard to please, she's fucking lying, or she was born a man. Okay, I'm giving you some free gems. Even the most righteous woman, still a woman. Okay, and I acknowledge my flaws. Same, but let me give some free game real quick to these women. Let me tell you something. You never have to sell pussy. You just have to sell the illusion of it. Sell your femininity, because at the end of the day, that's what masculinity is, femininity. The smartest prostitutes are wives. There you go. I'm just saying, look, right. Look, listen. All jokes. If you've ever met escort, like I've had homies from all walks. Like, this is why I'm like very welcoming. But if you've ever had like some old, especially them old school like women that like were, ladies of the night. You know what they tell you? They tell you that their highest paying clients were men that just had conversations with them because they were fucking smart. That's what I'm doing. I'm not fucking my way through the music. I'm just being a smart woman and getting information from the smart men because I'm a feminine woman. And I'm saying, oh, hey, sir, I'm pretty. Give me some information. I could rap. Oh, thank you. You know what I'm out. Anyway, I'm talking shit, but I'm not. Buy my book. These ain't just robberies. Them bodies bleed. Don't act no fool. That's it, And all figurative. All figurative. My bad. I have like some really chapped lips. I'm really hoping you guys don't get this. And I don't want to
can't even tell.
Okay, that's
great.
yeah. My resolution on my MacBook is trash. I don't even know what year this is.
Oh, thanks for that breakdown. That was amazing. I loved that. That was so great. Let's see what
thank
else.
you for actually listening to me, man. I know. Don't worry.
Oh, this, I'm telling you, this is such an honor to me. I think I was thinking about it. I was talking to my homie, and I'm like, yo, I think when I listen back, I'm like, yo, she's the most talented person I work with so far. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And that's just from like an MC's perspective. Like, she's barring the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, motherfuckers might say you won or whatever, but I ain't no punk, I can't make it. I was like, okay, she's a rapper. So
yeah, like, listen, when I'm on somebody else's record, like, unless it's like a concept, like when there's an actual concept, then, you're just writing, like you're writing for the concept, right? So like, you're not necessarily concerned with the competitiveness, or it's just more so like it's a concept and you're trying to, bring those words to life kind of thing. But like, if I'm just like when we said we're just gonna rap, like that's just me. Like I'm on this, like if I'm just rapping, okay. Then it's because it's it's rap. Like it's rap. I don't have to be conscious of what I'm saying in that aspect because it's not conceptual. It's just rap. Or I could just rap. Just let me rap.
Right. And so what's your typical writing process, or what or like maybe what is it for this song, or
it honestly
it vary
all over the place, because sometimes it could be like I said, I could hear the beat. Like there's certain beats I could hear just off, and I'm just like I'm writing right then and there, because it's like it just locks in, right? Because that means, and I know like when I have those, like I know that's a record. Like I keep that shit on deck. I'm like, no, that's a record, because that shit just. Then there's times like this, like I'll hear the beat and I'm like, yep, this is something. But I don't jump on it right away because I have stuff to do. But like the beat itself will like give me the outline of the kind of flow I want to have. And then when I actually start writing to it, then I go with whatever's like in my subconscious. Then obviously I have the times where it's like homework. I'm like, damn, like I know I gotta get this record right. I have to write. I have to force myself to write. I do this shit every day. And I rap every single fucking day. Not just like recording. Like I love rapping. Like this is what I said. Like I could be a happy homeless person because I don't need anything in life to rap. I don't have to pay to rap. I don't honestly need a beat to rap. I don't need to ask anybody if I could rap. Like it's mine. It's the one thing that like I have that like I have it. It's in my possession no matter what the fuck I go through in life. So I'm grateful for that. So I think because of that, like I love doing it. And you know what they say, when you love doing something, it's not work anymore. But sometimes that shit does feel like schoolwork, because like I love doing it. Then I'm like, and I never want to tell anybody no. So like I'll be polishing up on my plate. And then sometimes it gets to, I'm like, damn, because I keep my word. I got to get this shit out. So, then those are times where I'm just like, it's just writing. And because it's a skill too, and because it's something I do all the time, I'm able to write things quicker and get them out, because it's like my vocabulary is crazy. I do read a lot, I intake a lot of information, so I'm able to relay that shit. But then I have the other times where it's like, I'm in a mood. Like I'm just like, I want to rap. I want to, let me go through some beat. I feel like rapping. I feel like, and then from there, anything can happen. Right. So it's all over the place, honestly. It's all over the fucking place. There's no action.
Hit you. Just to go with that, I saw this quote today, and it said, inspiration exists, but it has to find you working. And I think that's super true. You have to be open to the muse, if you would, for her to arrive, for her to be there when when it's time. You have to kind of, I feel like you kind of have to prove yourself to the universe with your actions if you want a certain result. Like you have to prove it to yourself, so that you're putting the energy out there to receive that. You have to receive that. And I totally relate when you say you're channeling that shit and it just comes out. Like that's the best, when you're just like, I don't even know what the fuck that was, but it happened, it was channeled through me.
It's because it's spiritual. It's still music, right? Like it's messaging. It's once again, it's spellcaster and how you're using that spellcasting. So I think too, it goes back to what you're saying. So when they see that, like, because you got to do your part before they can help you, even if you're religious, right? They say God helps those who help themselves. So like you got to show like that you're willing to do something for yourself. It's even in like business, right? If you want somebody to invest in you, but you ain't putting no fucking investments in yourself, why should they invest in you? It's the same thing. People want to see.
Oh my goodness.
Right? That you help with
Me and
yourself.
Minerals are fucking all on that shit. we have been we just been raising our prices like to just get the motherfuckers out the fucking way, because we're like, look, obviously the price ain't enough because they don't want to pay, so they're still trying to waste our time. We're gonna have to raise the price again until they get it. That the price will keep going up until you fucking buy this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that exact. Listen, if
But we've put in hella money into ourselves. We invest in ourselves in time and equipment, money, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's exactly when I say investment, it doesn't even necessarily have to be monetary, because you might not have the funds at that precise moment, but you have the ideas, you have the brain, you have the, if it's something you have to write down your ideas and take notes. If it's like, maybe it might be something where it's like, damn, like, okay, let's just say you think about relationship. Damn, I might have to invest now in working on myself because this is the type of relationship I want, but I know I'm not this type of person at the moment. I have to invest in becoming that type of person, whatever it is. And when, like you said, it's like when they see, when that other side sees that you want it, then it's like, okay, good. Now here you go. It's like parenting, right? Like if your child is like, you know, like your child, I want something, and you're like, okay, well, you need to do whatever, this, and this. And if they don't want to do it, then you're like, okay, like you clearly don't want that. Like you had no fucking idea I was gonna give in to your, you know, your want and your desire, but you decided you clearly ain't want it because you don't want to do X, Y, and Z. So that's, you know, that's okay, cool. You showing me. But when your child shows up, especially when your child does things consistently without you even asking, but you just see your child doing something, that makes you want to just be like, yeah, let me, I don't know, whatever a treat is or something, whatever it is that you do. But it's like, because you in the, they don't even realize that you in the back, like, okay. It's the same shit. It's like if you're working in a good, healthy job, right? A healthy work environment. And if the boss or director, whoever catches you like really on your P's and Q's and taking initiative, that's gonna be like, okay, you know, I could put more on this person's plate now. I could give this person more money, kind of thing. It's all the same shit. And I show up with rap like that because I said that I always say I don't need anything to create. Even if I don't, like now I have like my fake podcast I'm working on. It's so stupid. I have like, it's literally, it's horrible, but I'm going to do it because I'm like, all right, I have the and I know I can sell myself anyway. And I know it's going to be good enough for me to like, at least get some kind of attention and eyes on it. And then from there, something else might pop up. I get money from this and then put it, you know, it's all that. It's like, I don't need anything to do that. I could still create. I could do everything I can do right now. I got an iPhone. I got a little, you know, tripod, a Bluetooth microphone. I could do some shit. And then when I get some more money, because then the universe is like, oh, she did this shit when she have nothing. Cool. Let me throw an opportunity her way so she could get some money. I'm sure it's the same way with you and your, you know, you and your boy, when you invest in your stuff, you're like, damn, we want to do this. We might not have the funds for this, but let's see what we could do. And then out of nowhere, something happens where you eventually are able to get those fucking funds, right? And you can do whatever it is you had set out to do.
It's crazy. So let me just tell you, in the last 9 months or so, 10 months, I've really turned my life around, got my head out my ass just in time type shit. And I got this opportunity to work at the best studio out here in the region. Like their sound is pristine. Their signal path. Like I'm kind of a nerd on the audio shit. So, you know, I didn't want to be, I was chosen to be the fucking engineer in this motherfucker. I didn't want to be, everyone wanted to be the star and shit. I bought all the equipment and shit, but I didn't want to run it. I wanted to be the rapper, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, but it just happened that I was chosen to be the fucking guy behind the desk, pushing the buttons and making that shit sound good. You know what I'm saying? So I've been going hard on this content since September with my boy Minerals, you know what I'm saying? Mineral. That's my boy. His name's Al, you know Al backwards. So Mineral, that's great.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Matt, real quick, I'm sorry. He was on Al backwards. You can hear me, baby, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Weren't you on the Zoom that I was on that time with yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I feel like you might have hopped on a little later, but yeah, okay, I'm like that. So I didn't realize it's only until you said yeah. It was only until you said the name. I was like, wait. At first, I thought you said something else, but I was smoking, and then just now when you said Al backwards, I was like, wait. And then he said Grayskull. Okay. Let's see. All right, we understand. You got some very.
It's my boy.
Listen, yeah, he takes care of himself, man. That melanin looks very moisturized and nervous.
It's the minerals.
Yeah,
that's the new name, Mineral. That's the new name. I ain't gonna never. But anyway, so I was going hard on the social content, just posting all the time, getting my reps in daily, you know what I'm saying, on everything. And the studio was like, they posted an application, or they're looking for some hip hop. They was looking for me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I fucking got on my LinkedIn, made that motherfucker, made my resume exactly what they were looking for. I'm like, they want that? Okay, let me make sure. Yep. And I'm familiar with the programs they run over there. And it was just crazy because my life is, and by getting that job, my self-value raised a lot, because I was like, hold up, this is like real now. Like Albie's been like, bruh, can you stop bullshitting, please? And it's just crazy how fast that shit my life changed once I started being for real and putting that energy out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like my shit. I'm like, all my homies that were like getting little free shits from me here and there, I'm like, no, you need to pay me for my time, because they're like, let me get that show set real quick.
That's your energy. You're spending energy is currency.
Mm-hmm.
That's you're circulating that. So you need that shit to circle back to you at the end of the day. I get it.
I love that. Thank you once again for breaking down your bars, because it gave me more insight into them. And I know you had some shit in there, So.
Yeah, listen. I appreciate the opportunity to do that, because I swear, like somebody gave me. Well, I feel like I've thought about it, but I don't want to say it was my idea first, and just in case the person gave me the idea before, and I don't want to be like, you stole my shit. Because someone did suggest to me that I should one day, maybe when I'm older, write a book that breaks down all of my bars, like for different records and stuff. And I always wanted to do that because I feel, all right, like when you're smart. Like, okay, what is, Jay-Z does the whole, I dumb my stuff. I'm not Jay-Z. I don't dumb my shit down. I've never been the type of person to dumb my shit down. But because I'm a relatable person, I know how to, you're going to want to hear what the fuck. I could give you all the fucking gems in the world, but I'm cursing, I'm vulgar, like I'm myself. But I don't dumb down the content that I'm giving you. Like, but I know how to speak your language. That's what it is. Jay-Z's an idiot because he's dumbing down himself versus just learning your language. I'm going to learn your fucking language, and I'm going to give you this intelligent fucking shit. Because I'm civilized, all right? I'm fucking civilized. I'm not here to be a fucking idiot. If you want to be an idiot, that's your fucking business. But if you want to be around me, even my closest friends, they know. They can't stand me sometimes. But everybody knows, like, I'm never in the same spot. I'm always, throughout my life, I always elevate. Even when sometimes I might be in a cycle a few times because I'm hard-headed and I might have to learn some shit. But then I learned that shit, and then I move on. But anybody that knows me, I'm well-read. I'm always trying to work on certain things, and they see the impact that it has. Like I'm, like I said, I used to box, so like that discipline is that shit is instilled in me for every aspect of life. So I want to give you that information because I understand that if I'm around you, that's gonna hurt me, because you're not on my level. But I want you to be on my level. So here's the information. So like here's I'm giving you but in the same token, if you want to learn, that's your business. You can stay the fuck away from me because I'm intelligent and I want, that's that. Leave that alone, man. You just,
I love that mindset, and I think you might agree that what do you think? Discipline is freedom.
Absolutely, because you got to think long term.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about, all right, like when I don't know if you had grandparents, right? But I feel like anybody or any kind of older people, right? When you were a kid and they teaching you stuff that your grandparents will always teach you, your grandmother, right? You got to eat your vegetable, eat this. I don't care. This is what I cooked. You got to eat it, but because the carrots make you see better. This, and they're explaining these things too, and they're you might not like it as a kid, of course not. But then think about when you take those habits into adulthood. Now you eat and clean. You're conscious of your health. Look at the kids that when they were younger, their parents put them in sports, right? Forget even the physical benefits of sports. Just think about like the self-esteem benefits, right? Like sports builds confidence, actual confidence. It builds decision-making skills, right? It builds like you're fearless, right? You're brave, you're risk-taking, but maybe not in like a negative way, in a constructive way. Like you're willing to take risks, right? Because you know that when you play in sports, your coach telling you, you want to win, you got to take risks, you got to do this. And then now you're willing to do that in life because you see that shit works for you. And now you're building all these good habits. You an adult and you're not making the same fucking decision that your friend was making because maybe they didn't have that. So I was going to like to go back to you, like, so the information you have now, imagine if you knew this shit maybe at like, 10, 15 years ago. Oh, imagine like where you would be. Not to say that you should have been, right? Because this is your path at the end of the day, but just understanding like, so, but you have kids, right? But you have the kids. So now your kids are going to benefit because this, you could just give them now, So it's like that. But then you also got to factor, you got a lot of people that are fucking haters, and even though they have the information, they gatekeeping. Well, I had to go through this. Well, it's like, okay, like shouldn't life be like, okay, whatever. Somebody got to go through something, and then when you go through and you break it, you turn it around, you helping your people. Isn't that life? Isn't that you religious? Isn't that what Jesus fucking died on the cross for? He fucking died for you. You know what I mean? Like, and people be, doing all of this shit, and you actually don't even live. You don't embody that shit. That's why I respect all religions of when you actually are about that shit. You could, if you a Christian, whatever denomination, but I know you live like a Christian, you follow the Beatitudes, like you conduct yourself the way Jesus Christ would. I don't give a fuck that you're a Christian. I fuck with you because I know your soul is righteous. You a Muslim, right? But you truly follow the principles of Allah, not necessarily the Quran and what man is doing, but what Allah teaches, right? Love, unity, harmony, blah, 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 blah. Accept that. If you Hebrew, but you really follow the Torah, right? Like you truly live in righteousness. Okay, I can respect that. If you a witch, if you do voodoo, brujeria, obi, or whatever you do, but you do that in a constructive way, I can fucking respect that. I can respect as long as just, but I know you're righteous, right? So, but you got a lot of people that they, even the people in positions of power, they got the information, but they gatekeeping the shit that you had to learn through life experience. All this energetic shit. Imagine if they taught this shit in schools.
Exactly.
Crazy.
That said, this is our sponsor
Ask
for
the
this
alligator.
podcast. It's a great book. It ain't shit though, but send money. We'll put it somewhere in here.
Trash.
It's great.
Trash. It's charity.
Okay, Aida. I could talk to
Thank
you all day. I love your energy. I love your mindset, but I need to wrap it up.
I know.
we gotta
wrap this up.
I got 10 questions for you. You ready?
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's see here. What is your least favorite word?
Least favorite word. Weak.
Nice. Good shit. Favorite word?
God. Allah. Universe. Source.
Awesome.
Well,
source. Nice. What turns you on?
You mean romantically?
Or
I mean, are we?
However you. However.
I mean, I don't know how real I can get. Can I be X-rated? I mean, or should I just be like, I don't
be
know,
all the way you?
about, like,
be you.
Like, first of all, like I have to be attracted to you physically. Like I have to actually want to fuck you before I know you, but then I have to get to know you to know if you're somebody worth me having sex with. But once that's in order, it's a go. I love the phallus. I am a woman that I can get turned on. I should not look at certain plans because I might be liable to do some shit I have no business doing. Yes, the phallus. That's what turns me on. If you have a beautiful dick, I'm righteous, so I could say the shit. I'm not out here asking you to send me pictures of your dick. Although, I'm still, if you want to send it, you this is for the public, but don't send it. First of all, hold it real quick, because this ties into this shit. Don't ever send me a fucking photo or video. Like when I see it says send photo, send video, I'm not opening that shit. You know how many fucking times people have sent me just videos of them jerking off, just random strangers. And I'm like, you're so fucking lucky I'm a righteous woman now. Because back in my day, I would have sent this shit to all my friends. You would have been in a fucking group chat. It would have probably been over MySpace. I would have probably had your fucking dick as my MySpace picture. Anyway. But yeah.
MySpace. Nice.
I'm sensual and athletic. Let's just say that. I'm sensual and athletic. So, but be spooky. That shit turns me on. Wear a fucking mask and doing it. I do. I like being scared. It's very weird. I know. You told me I could get it real and raw.
I love that. I think that's the best answer.
Scare me, stalk me, like make me think I'm being creeped out. I like that creepy shit, but don't rape me. Clearly, right?
Sure.
Like there's a borderline with
the fine line between making me feel spooky and wanted and fucking rape.
I like that. There's a fine line between a wife and a prostitute, right? Same thing. There we go.
You gonna pay one way or another.
I'm a woman. I can say that.
Exactly. Fantastic answer. What turns you off?
Liars, dishonesty, deceitful people. Like off in every romantic, friendship, business. Just no.
Excellent.
And pedophiles, but I feel like that goes without saying.
Sure. What sound? What sound or noise do you love?
honestly, like, just I love the sound of calypso music. I love the sound of salsa music. Yeah, yeah, and I love the sound of birds, like tweeting and singing in the morning. That's probably might be my favorite sound, like ever. It's a beautiful sound.
Nice. What
I know
sound
it's
or
very cheesy.
noise?
I'm a very nature oriented.
No, that's great. I love just be you. I love it. What sound or noise do you hate?
My fucking neighbor going brat, brat, brat at 1 and 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning on a weekday. That's what I fucking hate. I really fucking hate. I have a visceral anger for that. And I know no one knows my neighbor. My neighbor doesn't watch this. I know that. So that's a very personal answer. But this is a personal question. But that's the sound I fucking hate. No, but he's not even a fucking gang. He's like 40 something years old. Why are you brat, brat, brat? You're not even a blood. You know, it's fucking annoying.
Ah.
Oh,
um, hold up. That's a great answer. I love that.
sorry.
What's your favorite curse word?
Cunt. Cunt.
Do it.
Well, I don't consider it a curse word because a cunt was a goddess. But I
Word?
guess
Like a
technically,
deity.
yeah, exactly. But I guess it's considered a curse word, so I'll say cunt.
Considered a curse
cunt,
word.
after cunt, motherfucker. That's one of my favorites, boy.
Oh yeah.
That's because
Talk
it's
that shit.
universal.
I love that. Let's see. What's your favorite way to get money?
I mean, well, I haven't made a lot of money from it yet, but rapping, obviously, if I could like really get paid, like if I could live off of just rapping, amazing. Or just not even limited to rapping, my creative ideas. But I'm not living off of it yet. I do make a little bit of money, but you should buy my book me some more money. But outside of that, probably honestly, I think like fitness training. Like every once in a while, I'll train people in boxing, like my homies and stuff, and that's pretty fun. But I love money. I'm a hard worker, actually. I don't mind working as long as the environment, it's a good environment. Like, and let me showcase my skills and bring everything I have to the table. Don't cock block me. Because I'm one of those, so you start me in this position, I'm skyrocketing here. Like, I could do anything. If you ever see my resume, it's all over the fucking place. Like, I'm like, honestly, I'm like white trash. You ever seen like, like a, old school Hollywood actresses? They didn't have like everything on their resume. I'm like that. And it's probably because my attitude. Definitely been fired off the record too, because I had a job real quick. I had a job. I had put in my 2 weeks in, and then right before my 2 weeks is up, they try to fire me. They're like, "We're just gonna ask you to leave early. We're not gonna say you were fired because you're leaving, but you're just gonna leave earlier than the date that you put in." I was like, "Oh, fuck you, bitch!" But okay, extra week off and my money. Okay,
Pardon
that
me for
had
my
nothing to do with the price.
attitude.
Yeah. See that? It had nothing. I made no sense until he just tied that back in there. You are a great fucking journalist. Pay this man $1 million.
Let's go. And buy this book while you're at it. Give me a mill, but give the alligator a little piece too. At least 30, 20, 50, 100, whatever, Buy 5 of these, buy 100 of these. All right.
There you go.
That's the alligator.
Thank you.
Okay. Last question. Bummer. I love talking to you. This is great. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
What would it be like, or what would I like God to say? Sorry.
What would you like to hear God say when you
Oh.
arrive at the pearly gates?
Me?
Yes.
You did it. That's it. You did it. Like you did it. Like this lifetime, you did it. You don't have to go back to earth ever again unless you want to. You resolved all your karma. That's what I want to hear. Y'all, I don't ever want to. You guys are like fucking up earth. It's not even fun anymore.
Right.
All the aliens don't even want to really be here. They just have to be here. Like, oh, we have to interfere because these humans, they are fucking up the galaxy. We have to come intergalactic. Now we have to be in contact with these stupid human beings. Oh no, they're raping us. They're sodomizing us. Oh no, that's happening too. It's crazy.
You seen that? You remember Stephen Hawking?
Mm-hmm.
You seen there's this dude that fucking does an impression of him. He was like, you think they took, when he went to the island, the pedophile island, he's like, I wanted to go to the island. He does like the hand and shit. Let me go. That shit is so fucking funny.
Every time I always think of South Park's that South Park episode. What were they trying to? Oh shit! Now I can't remember what it was about, but he was on it. They were trying to sell. So was it the baby fetus episode? You ever seen that
Oh,
shit?
that's the best episode with Christopher Reeve.
Oh, Christopher Reeve. That's what my bad. Yep.
Yes. He's all fucking cracks the fucking baby on, sucks the blood out. And he's like, man. And then fucking, he's the fucking bad guy, and Gene Hackman's the good guy. It's like the irony of all irony and shit. That's a great episode.
That I'll say this. South Park is like that's my heart, right? So like I've always like that's my type of sense of humor, my intelligence.
Same.
I've always been a proponent of South Park through and through and through because like that's me. Like yes, like come on, man. It's so fucking genius. It's genius and
It's
but it fucking
genius.
works. It's like we're gonna show you that you are all the fucking same. You're all fucking assholes. You're all fucking idiots. Like no one is better than the other. Like that's the appreciation I have for it. You know, and it's kind of like stop taking this shit so seriously. Like enjoy
Same.
the fucking time that you're here, man. But, you know.
Oh, I love that because I'm right there with you with the South. I think those guys are brilliant. You know.
Easy.
Okay, so where can people find you at? What you wanna? Is there anything you want to promote here at the end? You know what I mean?
Straightforward, man. Ask the Alligator on Instagram or Alligator Alfred. That's my only social media. I really hate that I have to be on these platforms, but unfortunately, it's the way business is going now. However, if you ever see me in the street in New York, please treat me with some fucking respect. Don't run up on me on no goofy shit either. Please don't come and rob me if you see me looking nice, because I am just probably gonna fucking hex you. All right, and then it's gonna be worse than if I fought back from my shit. Also, compliment me. I'm a beautiful woman. Don't be afraid to tell me that. But you don't have to overdo it. You don't have to like follow me. That's fucking insane. Also, this doesn't really apply to me, but it applies to actual beautiful women. Stop fucking stalking them and following them. Appreciate their beauty. And lastly, moisturize your hands like his fucking homeboy. Right?
Mineral in the building. Mineral.
Listen, thank you. Listen, thank you. Just like this was fun. It really was fun, but just understand, like, I really am appreciative and grateful. Like, this was a fun, energetic exchange. Like, fuck the music shit and the professional aspect of this. I know it's professional, and thank you for that. But just off record, like me talking to you, like I really enjoy myself. So thank you
so much.
Like you have some very good and really good energy. So thank you. Thank you for being patient with that record too, because like some people don't. If I'm like I got stuff on my plate, it's not even music. It's like personal shit. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa.
I thought you turned that around very fast. My experience when I collaborate, motherfuckers lag. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I
appreciate.
How long that take? Like maybe a month tops.
Yeah, but normally I try to aim to get things within like 2 weeks because I like to just like get it, just a quick professional turnaround. But sometimes I can't because, like I said, I have other shit going on, But I really, and you'd be surprised. Some people you just didn't get the record. I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm not your fucking wife. Like, don't you ever jump in my fucking DM and press me about anything. You're bugging, fucking bugging. You gotta pay me at least $250,000 for my hand. Anyway.
Yeah, that's.
You know what it costs.
All right, $250,000. Huh? All right, first $250,000.
No, you know what? My price went up. My price went up because old white men now talk to me. They have never spoken to me a day in my life except when I was young and they thought I was a prostitute. But like in this, geriatric stage of my life, because scientists say that my ovaries are geriatric apparently. But old white men they're so friendly to me now, and I know it's not because they're attracted to me, but they smell the money. So $250,000 minimum. Thank you.
Let's go.
Just gotta land me a Jew.
What's that?
Just gotta land me a Jew. That's it. Give me a. I'm here. I'm here for.
We got to do this again sometime. I think
Absolutely.
You know what?
I'm here. Whatever. You let me know. I'm here. I like you. Like you cool, man. I fuck with you.
Okay, thank you. Well, I have a couple things in the works. You aren't in political shit, so I think presidents would be a good fit for her, Albie. I got this project called President I'll talk to you about it, and Albie actually had an idea too. We can maybe talk about that off the air, but I think
privately if somebody feels your shit. Yeah, I got you.
I think there's I would love to work with you more, and this was a great. Thank you so much. You really made my fucking whole February really.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great time. But yeah, I guess we'll end it officially. This is great experience. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it. This has been Cashin Up with Aïda. And just one more time.
Ask the alligator, please buy my book. Thank you. You will not get your money back. It's not worth your money, but it's worth charity. Thank you. Namaste.
All praise to you. You're fucking brilliant.
All right, let me leave y'all alone before they cancel me. All right. Have a great fucking weekend. All right.
Yep, you too.
Thank you.